Two renowned Canadian cities. One major question, which one really delivers? On the left, Vancouver, premium coastal living with urban energy. And on the right, Calgary, spacious prairie living balanced with affordability. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Here's a quick mind map of everything we're gonna touch on. So we've got cost of living, real estate value, lifestyle and amenities, space and family appeal, transportation and commuting, career opportunities, and of course, taxes and financial perks. All set, let's get started. First up, cost of living, which is huge for most of us, honestly. So Vancouver, it's known for world-class amenities, tons of job options, especially if you're in tech or finance. But here's the kicker, it's literally 11% pricier overall than Calgary. Housing alone, we're talking about a 23% hike. Even things like haircuts or personal care are noticeably more expensive. Not exactly surprising. Now switch gears to Calgary. This is where stuff gets interesting. Calgary's cost of living is about 11% lower across the board. Housing is way more affordable, daily expenses don't sting as much, and yeah, taxes will not drain your wallet nearly as fast. The obvious downside, it's less flashy as a corporate mecca, but for the average person, your money just goes a lot further here. So if we're declaring a winner for stretching your budget, it's Calgary, no contest. Alright, let's roll into real estate value. Vancouver first. Incredible appreciation potential if you can get in, plus the whole ocean views and prestige thing sounds dreamy, right? And it's a big but your $1 million will probably just get you a cozy 690 square foot condo. Yup, that's like an expensive shoebox. Detached homes in that price range, extremely rare. It's just a tough market, especially for families. Now Calgary, same $1 million, think 2,000 or even 3,000 plus square feet, often detached with 4 bedrooms, brand new finishes, triple garages, giant yards, you get the idea. Sure, it's not as globally prestigious, but you get so much more for your dollar, especially if you're moving up with a growing family. So honestly, for real estate value, Calgary stands out big time. Moving to lifestyle and amenities. Vancouver nails this, ocean and mountain views, super walkable neighborhoods, killer dining and coffee culture, and you can survive without a car if you want. That's huge. Tons of international energy, but it does come with a price tag that sometimes cuts into quality of life upgrades. Compact spaces can feel a little cramped too, especially for families. Now Calgary. It's all about space, big yards, parks, dog-friendly everything, weekends in the mountains, easy commutes. It's totally geared for a balanced family and professional lifestyle, and the affordable cost of living means you catch way more concerts, travel, or events. If you're specifically after that walkable, super cosmopolitan energy, Calgary is still catching up. You might put a few more kilometers on your car and it's less about fine dining and more about backyard barbecues. But honestly, both cities shine here just depending on your vibe, so this one's a toss-up. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know thousands of people make the move from BC to Alberta every single year? Yup, tons are leaving for more space, affordability, better taxes, but keeping their remote careers. So if you're thinking about jumping provinces, you're definitely not alone. Next category, space and family appeal. So Vancouver definitely has a vibrant, dense community, totally walkable and energetic, perfect for young professionals who live for that downtown vibe. But if you've got kids or you're looking for a backyard, the small lot sizes and lack of outdoor space might not cut it. Calgary, on the other hand, is like family paradise. Huge yards, plenty of room to grow, quiet streets, and the infrastructure is dedicated to making families happy. Of course, you'll need a car for just about everything, and it's more suburban than urban buzz. For overall family appeal and space, Calgary just totally owns it. Let's chat transportation and commuting. In Vancouver, this is one of those rare areas where it really pulls ahead. The public transit is fantastic, you've got bike lanes everywhere, genuinely don't need to own a car, and commute costs are only like 2% higher than Calgary. Downside, traffic can get rough in peak hours and parking is a whole other headache and cost. Now Calgary, easy car commutes, barely any traffic, parking is affordable, and even public transit is that much cheaper than in Vancouver. The trade-off, you kinda need a car for almost everything and forget about biking across the city. If you want to ditch the car, Vancouver is your city for sure. On to career opportunities. Vancouver is where big business happens, tons of international companies, huge tech and finance scene, even some entertainment stuff here and there. The salaries are higher, which sounds awesome until the living costs catch up. Super competitive job market though. Over in Calgary it's getting better, great if you work remotely or in the growing tech or classic energy sectors. There's a better balance between job opportunities and actual living costs, but you won't find as many huge players or diverse industries as Vancouver. Still, the win goes to Vancouver for sheer professional scope. Taxes and financial benefits, everyone's favorite topic. Vancouver's got that big BC economy and some solid real estate long-term, yes, but the provincial taxes are higher, income taxes will take a bigger chunk, and it's just more expensive to live well, so long-term savings get squeezed. Calgary and Alberta in general, this is the dream. Zero provincial sales tax, lower income taxes, big tax perks for families so you keep way more in your savings. Fewer high-dollar jobs for sure, but the math just makes sense. In terms of financial perks, Calgary is the clear winner. So let's zoom out and look at the big picture, the radar chart. Vancouver's got serious strengths in career opportunities, urban energy, and sustainable living, while Calgary totally crushes it in space, affordability, and financial perks. You can really see where your own priorities stack up. Here's the bottom line. Vancouver is honestly a dream if you want a bustling, sophisticated city life, top-level amenities, or you're aiming for the very top of your field. But if you're chasing space, a better balance, saving money, and happier family life, Calgary just covers all those bases. So ambitious career climbers, Vancouver, quality of life, room to breathe, and keeping more cash, that's a Calgary win. If this helped you out, even a little, share it with someone else who's also stuck between Vancouver and Calgary. Trust me, you'll save them a ton of research headaches.